Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Dinar Update. Today, we're diving deep into some crucial updates surrounding the Iraqi dinar and the Vietnamese dong, from expert insights to personal investment strategies and the ever-important topic of government transparency. We've got intel from Frank26 and Mars via PDK, a look at the Iraqi Gazette, and a discussion about your investment decisions. Plus, we'll explore what happens when government transparency falls short. It's a packed episode, so let's get started. Intel guru Frank26 suggests that if you're planning to exchange your dinars, it might be a good idea to bring friends along who also hold significant amounts of dinars. While you can certainly go alone, bringing others with you can actually strengthen your position with the bank. The more dinars you collectively bring to exchange, the more negotiating power you have. This could give you the leverage to ask for fee waivers and possibly even secure better terms for your exchange. Intel guru Mars via PDK mentioned that some members of a particular group are working hard, but they're staying tight-lipped about the specifics of their actions. All Mars knows is that they are very focused and committed to their tasks, which shows a lot of dedication. Guru Claire shared some noteworthy news announcing the publication of issue number 4814 in the Iraqi Gazette on February 17, 2025. This included Law Number 4 of 2025, which is the First Amendment to Iraq's federal general budget law for the fiscal years 2023 to 2025. While this is certainly positive news, the community has been questioning whether the 2025 budget has already been sent to Parliament or passed. As of the latest updates, the budget tables for 2025 have not yet been sent to Parliament, and it seems that Prime Minister Sudani is controlling the timing for these steps. Now, let's move on to a more personal topic. What should you do when the value of your investments increases? It's always a great feeling when your investments are performing well, but that success can create a sense of urgency. You might start wondering whether you should exchange 10% of your investment and hold on to the other 90%, or if you should go ahead and exchange 90% while keeping just 10%. Some might even consider cashing out everything, but before making any hasty decisions, let's break down the options to see what might be best for you. When the value of your investment rises, the temptation to cash out everything can be strong. After all, it might seem like an easy win, but before you take the leap, it's important to think it through. One key thing to consider is diversification. Diversification means spreading your investments across different areas instead of putting all your money into one asset. It's similar to putting your eggs into different baskets. If all your eggs are in one basket and you trip, everything crashes and you lose it all. But if you spread those eggs across multiple baskets, the risk is reduced. Let's talk about some of the strategies you could consider. The first option is the 10% exchange and 90% hold strategy. This approach allows you to cash out a portion of your gains while still leaving most of your investment intact. The idea here is to take advantage of the growth you've seen while still benefiting from the possibility of future growth. You're in a position to profit if the value continues to rise, but you're not exposed to the risk of losing everything if the value drops. Another option is to exchange 90% of your investment and hold just 10%. This is a bolder move, as you'd be cashing out the majority of your gains. However, the risk here is that you could miss out on future growth if the value continues to climb. The dilemma arises when you ask yourself, why not just cash out everything? The temptation is understandable. After all, exchanging everything means you walk away with your profits and you're done. But the downside is that you'd be fully exposed to missing any future increases in the investment's value. While cashing out might give you short-term satisfaction, it could also prevent you from benefiting from long-term growth opportunities. Given these options, it might make the most sense to keep a small portion of your investment while taking the majority of your profits. A common approach is the 90/10 split, where you keep 10% of your investment and cash out 90%. Some even opt for a 95/5 split. The goal is to hold on to a small stake in the investment while taking the bulk of your profits. This strategy provides some protection if the value continues to rise, while also reducing exposure to the risk of a potential downturn. One crucial factor to always consider is your rate of return. How much have you gained so far, and what do you expect to gain in the future? You should carefully weigh your options before making a decision. This means doing your research on the market and staying informed about the current financial climate. If you choose to stay invested in the dinar, for example, it could mean looking into other investment opportunities like real estate, stocks, bonds, or even other currencies. A diversified portfolio can help protect you against fluctuations in any one asset and ensure your financial stability in the long term. It's also important to have the right team of professionals around you. Lawyers, financial advisors, and other experts can guide your decisions and help you understand the risks involved in any investment. These professionals can assist in crafting a strategy tailored to your specific financial situation and goals. Consulting with them is a smart move as it ensures you're making well-informed decisions. If you put all of your money into the dinar, you're essentially putting all your eggs in one basket. While this may work in the short term, it also exposes you to a high level of risk if things don't go according to plan. On the other hand, diversifying your investments helps you reduce the risk of relying too heavily on any one asset. Diversification ensures that you have a variety of financial vehicles working for you, which can lead to more consistent returns in the long run. This strategy isn't just useful when times are good, but it also helps protect you during market downturns. There's one final point I want to touch on that's closely related to all of this: government transparency in budgeting. The Central Bank of Iraq and the government have been discussing things like the exchange rate and how funds are allocated in the national budget. Section 122C of the budget is a critical piece of the financial puzzle that outlines how funds are distributed. However, there's a problem. This information hasn't yet been published in the official government gazette, causing confusion about how the funds are being used. The ratification of the amendment law and the delay in publishing this information raises important questions about transparency. Without this information, citizens are left in the dark, which can lead to frustration and unrest. What could happen if Section 122C were published in the Gazette? On one hand, it could provide the public with insight into where taxpayer money is going, increasing transparency and trust. On the other hand, it might reveal financial practices that could lead to public dissatisfaction or calls for reform. Transparency is a double-edged sword. It can empower citizens while also raising concerns about how funds are managed. In the past, revealing budget discrepancies has led to protests and stronger pushes for reform. Transparency isn't just about knowing where the money is being spent, it's also about empowering citizens to take action. If you want to stay informed, engage in discussions with your community. Talk to your friends and family about these issues and stay active in the conversation. Media pressure can also play a role in pushing for the quicker publication of important financial information. So there you have it, a lot to think about, from exchange strategies and budget transparency to diversifying your investments. It's clear that staying informed and proactive is key. What are your thoughts on today's topics? Let us know in the comments below. We love hearing from you. Don't forget to like this video if you found it helpful, subscribe to Dinar Update for more in-depth analyses, and hit that notification bell so you never miss an update. Remember, investing involves risk, so always do your own research and consult with a financial advisor before making any decisions. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.